It's a very exciting day for us. Obviously, welcoming 23 new members to our family, and it's an exciting time for them. Great young men. I think one of the things I'm pleased with is the character of these young men and the families that they come from. When we go through the recruiting process, and it's been a long process for us with a lot of these young guys. You go through and you sit down, and they have the opportunity to hear you talk about their program, and they get to watch on TV and do things. But most importantly, we get to spend quality one-on-one time with them as the process goes on, and they get to come spend time with us on campus and around our players, and they get to see the program and what the program really is all about here. And that's why I'm excited, the character that these young guys all have in seeing that, and seeing the hard work that our guys have to do here on campus, the expectations that we have of our young men in the classroom to graduate. The standard that we've set for them to come into a program with extremely high expectations, and a program that's going to be based on hard work, commitment, and sacrifice. That these guys have that character. That's something that they embrace, that they wanted. And I think there's a lot of people out there are going to get up and preach about what their program is, and then they get there and guys all of a sudden realize it's something that's very different. There's a lot of people view themselves that way, and they get up and preach, but then they don't live it. And these young men get the opportunity to not just hear us preach about our program, but see that we actually live it. A lot of people go to church on Sundays, tell you one thing, walk out the door and live their life very differently. We don't do that here at Mississippi State. We live our lives the same way we preach within our program, of the values that we have in our young men. And these young guys got to see that in every aspect of it. And you're very excited, obviously, when guys look and when you talk about wanting to be the best you can be, wanting to work hard, wanting to make commitments and sacrifice. And, we've had a tough week of workouts with our guys on the team now. And these guys, we have to know guys on our team are already new. They know how hard we work and the standards we set, the expectations to graduate. And they've all embraced that and been very excited to come join this football program. So I couldn't be more excited to have this group of young men. I know 4 years ago we said we wanted to make an emphasis on the state of Mississippi. And again, I think we've signed more players from Mississippi than any other Division I school in the state. And I think over the last 4 years we've signed more than all the other Division I schools combined in the state of Mississippi players. So I'm glad with 13 more today from the state of Mississippi joining our program that we can keep that foundation alive. And I think when you also look at the quality of players from the surrounding states and out of state that are coming here now, it's a tribute to what we've been able to build, what our fans have been able to build, the excitement they've created around this program, that we are becoming more and more prevalent on the national stage, that everyone gets to see that by going and winning back-to-back bowl games. I think our staff, I congratulate our staff, did a fantastic job with recruiting all of these guys for 2 to 3 years now. We've been recruiting some of these young men, and has done a great job working with all of them, and we'll continue to work with them. Right now is we wrap things up with them as they finish up their high school careers, and hopefully on very, very strong notes, and come in here with a lot of momentum and living their lives like champions every day. So it's a very balanced class with potentially 11 guys on offense, 11 on defense, and a specialist. But as they come, obviously there's a lot of flexibility in that. As we go through guys, as we see them develop, as they continue to grow. When we get them here on campus, and we get to work with them within our program, how the development will lead them and what positions it ends up leading them to. And so there's a lot of, excitement still ahead for us when we get there. The hardest part is now it'll be several months till we actually get to have these guys on campus, and even a longer time till our assistant coaches get to work with these guys on the football field. But it's been a good day. Excited about a lot of these different players, a lot of quality players. I know someone showed me different recruiting rankings and how you can be all over the place. And I think everybody knows my feeling on that. We'll evaluate this recruiting class 3 years from now and see where we are. I bet if you look back at my first recruiting class right now, you might get John Banks, a couple more stars or points or however everybody rates them, or I don't know, he probably wasn't been a must-have or ranked player and all these things, but he turned out to be pretty good. And I don't even think Fletcher Cox was the best player in the state, but he turned out to be pretty good. So, you know, we evaluate these guys as their career continues to move on. I think we're very fortunate. I've had people tell me we're ranked in the top 20 recruiting class on different websites or whatever they may have, but as coaches now, it's our job, it's our obligation. If that is the case, we've been given this beautiful piece of marble, and now we have to go sculpt a masterpiece out of it with these young men. So you don't win any championships today, you're just giving a bunch of material, and it's our job as coaches to sculpt these young men's lives on and off the field for the next 4 years. And we look forward to that opportunity to work with them, with such great young men, and excited to get these guys here on campus and get going.